Russia's announcement that it will deploy its tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus has left the United Nations Security Council seemingly divided. While the Western nations have expressed concern, Russia has said that there is no difference between what it plans to do and NATO's strategy. The UN Security Council met on Friday at the request of the United States and Albania. The meeting was organized specifically to discuss the announcement made by Russian President Vladimir Putin nearly a week ago. The meeting witnessed high drama as criticism by the West was refuted by Russia and its allies. During the meeting, a top UN diplomat called for nuclear de-escalation, while the US representative called on Russia to drop its plans.
All states parties to the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, or the NPT, nuclear weapon states and non-nuclear weapon states alike, must strictly adhere to the commitments and obligations they have assumed under the treaty.
But President Putin is escalating Russia's dangerous and destabilizing behavior by now threatening to deploy nuclear weapons in Belarus. He has once again reminded the world of his disregard for international law, including the UN Charter. Russia's suggestion that this intended deployment is somehow justified because of the use of armor-piercing ammunition is ludicrous.
Harsh criticism came from the Ukrainian side as well. Ukraine's permanent representative to the UN slammed Moscow over its decision. He said that the move was made as Russia's defeat in the battle was inevitable.
The nuclear blackmail is one of the tools that Russia has exploited since the very beginning of the invasion. In addition, the shelling and seizure of Ukrainian nuclear facilities that have also aggravated the nuclear threats at the global level. Today is the 401st day of the full-fledged war, and Russia demonstrates its failure to prevail on the battlefield. In a desperate attempt to avoid the unavoidable, its military defeat in Ukraine, Russia again resorts to waving its nuclear bludgeon.
But the ambassador from Russia defended the plans, saying that it is important to ensure safety of Russia and its ally Belarus. Moscow maintains that there is no difference between what it plans to do in Belarus and NATO's deployment of American nuclear weapons in Europe.
Для обеспечения безопасности союзного государства России и Беларуси. Именно в этом направлении идут озвученные президентом меры, которые так напугали режим Зеленского и его западных спонсоров. Или вы всерьез рассчитывали на то, что мы не будем должным образом реагировать на ваши провокационные агрессивные действия?
Meanwhile, Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko has said that the country is ready to host even Russia's strategic nuclear weapons. During the meeting, Russia's another close ally, China, also raised concerns over proliferation of nuclear weapons, but didn't mention Russia.
主张最终全面禁止和彻底销毁核武器，呼吁废除核共享安排，主张所有核武器国家都不应在境外部署核武器，并应撤出在境外部署的核武器。
Concurrently, Ukraine too hosted a meeting of foreign leaders. It was attended by leaders from Slovenia, Slovakia, Croatia and Moldova. During the meeting, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy also commented on Russia's announcement. He claimed that the move signified that the meeting of Russian president with his Chinese counterpart had no result.
Невдалу зустріч з Китаєм. Перше, що потрібно було показати якусь суб'єктність, яку Росія під керуванням президента Путіна повністю втратила. Друге, ще раз підкреслюю про те, що треба показувати якісь політичні кроки або перемоги.
Putin had met with Chinese President Xi Jinping 2 weeks ago during his visit to Moscow. But China, which is portraying itself as peacemaker, has not been able to stop the war. Heavy sanctions from the West have not been able to deter Russia's offensive. The war has sent headwinds across the world. Ukraine's economy as well as infrastructure remains battered because of the conflict. The International Monetary Fund has now approved a 4-year loan program for Ukrainian economy. It amounts to $15.6 billion and is part of the global package of $115 billion.